Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know a lot of people don't use primers, and I used to be one of those people a few years ago. Now I can't even apply my makeup without putting a primer on because I've really just noticed the difference between using one and not using one. My aim is to film a little series getting to know different makeup products, why we use them, how to use them, and the best ones for your skin type. So I'm hoping that starting off with the base will help kickstart that series. So please carry on watching if you'd like to know more about primers and how to use them. So I'm going to start off with face primers. Face primers are something that you apply before applying your makeup, and you can even use them if you don't wear makeup. I know a lot of people like to use them to mattify their face or reduce redness, and they don't really wear makeup, but I'm the kind of girl that likes to wear makeup pretty much every day, so I personally use this under my foundation. So this is my #1 primer ever. I've used quite a few primers and they all have their different uses, but for everyday use this is definitely my favourite. I know that I can rely on this primer, which is amazing, so I do use it every day pretty much. And this is the Benefit Porefessional, and this is the best primer in my opinion for eliminating pores. So it says on the back that it's oil free, lightweight, translucent and silky. Pro Balm to minimise the appearance of pores, and I definitely agree with that. It does eliminate pores. It's a small tube. It is 22 milliliters. It comes in the cute Benefit packaging, and you literally just squeeze it out, and it's this kind of shade. I know you can use it on all skin tones. It does fade into your skin because I know people that are the fairest of fairs who've used it, and really deep skin tones. So the first advantage of using a primer is that it can minimise pores, and I personally can get quite large pores here on my T-zone, but especially like on my cheeks, and I know quite a few people who also have that problem. So using a primer before putting on your foundation can really eliminate those pores, so your pores aren't as visible when your foundation's on. So the next great thing about primers is that it really evens out your skin, whether that's your skin tone or it's the actual texture of your skin overall. And I find that even though I know not everyone loves silicone primers, that silicone primers are amazing at doing that. So this is the Sephora Perfecting Ultra Smoothing Primer. It's pretty much what it says on the tin, that it smooths out your whole face and it literally just makes your face feel like a baby's arse. It comes with a little pump, which I think I prefer to the Benefit Squeezy Tube, because I feel like you can kind of control how much you're actually getting out, and it just literally leaves my skin feeling so smooth and so ready to put the rest of my makeup on. The next best thing about a primer is that it actually protects your skin from your makeup that you're putting on top. I personally wear a fair amount of makeup, and it does sometimes make you worry about how that makeup's affecting your skin, whether it's aging it or if it's giving you spots and fine lines. But using a primer actually can prevent that from happening because it creates a base under your makeup, because a lot of the time primers are either good for your skin and they're designed not to cause breakouts. So here's an example of one of my favourite skincare primers, and this is the Simple Water Boost Hydrating Booster. This doesn't just have to be used as a primer. On the back it says you can use it as a hydrating primer layer, or as a booster, or really dry dehydrated areas. Now I have oily combination skin. My skin used to be actually really oily, and I think I will actually do a video on that soon because I've tried out a lot of things over the years to keep the oiliness at bay. I know this is a hydrating primer, and people with oily skin, for example, might be really scared of the word hydrating, but when you have oily skin you're meant to use hydrating products on your face. This is really nice. It's a lovely texture to hydrate your skin and to really protect your skin from all the foundation and heavy makeup going on top. Okay, so on to #4. If you know one thing about primers, this is probably the one thing you know, but primers actually help your makeup stay on for far longer, depending on the kind of primer you use and your skin type. And this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and I have mine in the oil-free version, and it's another pore minimizing primer. I do really love this primer. I haven't used it in a while actually, and it's a bit beaten up. I remember this being a really good primer to keep your makeup on all day or all night if you're going out in the night. So like think of like a cake with jam in between with the 2 dry layers. This is such a correct thing. So it's got the 2 sponge layers and then it's got the jam in between. Primers are literally like the jam in between your skin and your foundation, and it like holds it all together. I literally just made that up on the spot and it probably made no sense, but to me it makes sense. So primers help your makeup stay on for much longer. So the next advantage of a primer is that it can really reduce shine. So as I mentioned, I do have oily combination skin, and I find that I love using primers on my T-zone especially to really reduce that shine. Sometimes I use a primer down my T-zone only to really mattify it throughout the day and to reduce that shine. And it's actually really satisfying when you put it on, because you can go from having like a fairly shiny face after, like, you know, you've moisturised and everything, ready to put your makeup on, and then you'll put your primer on, it will really mattify it and you're just like, I know this is going to do the job. So I really love that about a lot of primers, that it does actually reduce the shine on your face. So one of my favourites for this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Primer. I mean, the packaging of this is just beautiful as well. Like, definitely out of my whole collection is the most pretty packaging. It's got a pump, which is my favourite kind of application, and not gonna lie, it smells really good too. I always love that in a primer or any makeup item when it smells good, because then you're like excited to use it. But I love this, and it's universal, like everyone can use it again. The majority of primers, thankfully, are universal. I really love this primer. It really does help reduce the shine in my T-zone. So the next great thing about primers, especially for those out there who do have drier skin, is that primers can help illuminate your skin as well as hydrate. So a great example of this is the Estee Edit Flash Illuminator. This is really great if you want to put it on the high points of your face, or again, if you have drier skin, you want to put it pretty much anywhere on your face before putting on your foundation, or even if you want a more no makeup look and you just want a glowy finish. And the final great thing about primers, if you're watching this and thinking, well, I have oily skin but I want to glow, or if you're thinking you've got dry skin but you don't want to look overly illuminated, you can actually use more than one primer on different parts of your face, which I have only recently got into. So sometimes I will use my Porefessional Benefit Primer on my T-zone or around my nose to really mattify that area of my skin and minimise pores. And then I'll use something like the NYX Angel Veil for the rest of my face to create that barrier between my skin and my foundation. This is another one of my favourite primers. It's not drying at all, and it's oil free, and it's really well priced. And then other times I might use something like the Estee Edit Flash Illuminator on the high points of my cheeks alongside those 2 other primers. So I'll end up with like 3 primers on my face, but you do achieve the finish that you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any questions about primers, please ask down below. All the links to the primers I mentioned will be down below in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Oh shit. Oh, I could just imagine my hair catching a light ray.